Hey, what's up, Solutionaires? Welcome back to the Upstream vlog. I'm Marcel Howard, the Policy Analyst and Coordinator here at Upstream. Today we'll be diving deep into how reuse is a critical mechanism for solving the world's plastics and climate problems, and how plastic and climate are related in the first place. According to the recent report by the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, or the IPCC, the window for limiting global warming to relatively safe levels is rapidly closing. Immediate and unprecedented action from every country will be necessary in order to limit the global temperature rise to 1.5 degrees Celsius above pre-industrial levels. However, there are still many political, economic, and behavioral challenges that will need to be overcome. The global population is estimated to be over 7.7 billion people and is expected to grow by 2 billion in the next 30 years. Resource use, waste production, and environmental degradation are all accelerated by population growth. A main exacerbating factor is the dominance of the linear take, make, and dispose consumption model. This consumption-based economic model is not sustainable and has been created a culture that embraces and rewards the production and consumption of single-use disposable products and packaging. Plastics play a key role in the throwaway economy and the resulting negative consequences, such as 150 million metric tons of plastics in our oceans as of 2015. Plastic food and beverage packaging is a major contributor, making up nearly 70% of all litter found on streets and in waterways. However, the problem isn't just plastics, it's single-use itself. Alternative single-use materials have a host of environmental and human health impacts, and by focusing on only one material type instead of all single-use, in general, fails to address the core issues and can even result in worse outcomes. There is still pollution, climate, resource extraction, toxicity, and biodiversity impacts, all caused by regrettable substitutes such as bio-based plastic, aluminum, paper, wood, and even bamboo. Studies consistently show that reusable foodware has significantly less environmental impacts than their single-use counterparts and can be a key strategy for reducing overall emissions. However, legislative and financial support for source reduction and reuse concepts can be substantially improved by incorporating consumption-based emissions inventories, or CBEIs, into climate action plans, and by emphasizing the climate benefits of those concepts compared to the single-use status quo. Now, climate action plans are comprehensive roadmaps for reducing greenhouse gas emissions for cities and municipalities, and present a unique opportunity for source reduction and reuse concepts to be introduced as a climate mitigation strategy. However, existing caps can fail to adequately account for the embedded emissions of the products and services people use within the jurisdiction but manufactured outside of its boundaries. This is where consumption-based emissions inventories, CBEIs, have significant value as they account for all greenhouse gas emissions produced from imported goods and services. In other words, CBEIs calculate emissions associated with producing, transporting, using, and disposing of products and services. Based on an analysis completed by C40, CBEIs have uncovered as much as 60% more emissions than currently estimated for cities around the world. Reuse can serve to mitigate some of these new emissions and can provide an easier path to overall emissions reductions. So, one might ask, how does reuse result in emissions reductions? Well, with the petrochemical industry expanding to fulfill the demand for single-use plastics, reuse offers an alternative that can help turn off the tap, as reuse will slow down this demand and the overall expansion of the plastics industry, thus resulting in a reduction of greenhouse gas emissions. In addition, reuse reduces greenhouse gas emissions by eliminating the need for non-plastic single-use alternatives. The life cycle CO2 emissions from disposable paper, plastic, and disposable plastic cups are 3 to 10 times greater than those of reusable ceramic, stainless steel, and glass cups. In addition, we know reusable food serviceware beats single-use alternatives through every environmental measure, from climate, water, land use, waste, and even pollution impacts. Reusables always hit a break-even point where they outperform the disposables, and the benefits to the environment accrue with each additional use past that point. Reusable systems can also reduce overall water and energy usage, with the use of efficient dishwashing equipment reducing overall energy usage by 45%. In addition, making 500 single-use paper cups requires 370 gallons of water, while making one ceramic cup and washing it 500 times requires only 53 gallons of water. In addition, non-toxic reuse helps reduce overall pollution, chemical exposure, and litter, and can greatly improve the overall living conditions of a community, while reducing the overall litter and waste management costs for local businesses and government alike. At Upstream, we believe reuse is a critical mechanism in solving the world's plastics and climate problems. By embedding consumption-based emissions inventories, CVEIs, into climate action plans, communities will be able to adequately account for all the greenhouse gas emissions being emitted from the products and packaging they use. In addition, communities will need to develop and adopt new and swift emissions reduction strategies that are scalable and prioritize a move away from the current throwaway economic model, like reuse solutions. I hope you enjoyed learning more about the connection between climate change and reuse, and I really hope you check out our new climate toolkit at our website, which dives deeper into this connection between reuse and climate. If you enjoyed this, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching, everyone. See you next time. Cheers.